Hello, hi, welcome back to Success Automation. In today's topic, I'm going to talk about locators. What is locator? Why we want the locators? So, see, I just navigate to application. Um, um, I'll take this URL from here. So, if you see this application, if I want to enter some value here, as a human being, I know this is the first name. I want to enter some data here. For example, here last name, I can enter something. As a human being, I can see this text box before the first name, this text box before the last name. But how the Selenium or the Selenium automation or API has to identify where it has to enter. So if I want to enter the value here in this text box, you want to know the address of this. See, for example, you want to send some letter to your friend. So when you want to send a letter, you should know the address, like you should know the address of your friend, so that when you write a letter and put the address on the top of that letter, it will go to the exact address. If you don't put the address, it doesn't know where to go. Similarly, whenever you want to enter some data or you want to perform some action on this text box or label or drop down anything, you should know the address. The address is nothing but a locators. So if you see, this is a general locators are there. So locators is nothing but address of a of a object. So there are different types of locators. There is CSS ID, there is CSS class, name, XPath, tag name, link text, and parallel link. So these are the major locators by which you can perform action on that object. So I just go first the name, how to identify the locator by name. So if you go here, just come here and right click here, inspect. If you see here, inspect, just click this. When you go here, if you put the cursor here, it is here, it will make it gray. It will focus that object. So right click this and copy the element. Now I want to get the uh, locator by name. If you see this tag, this is the HTML tag. So there are input is a tag and max length, name, sorry, and size are the attributes. Input is a tag and these are the attributes. So under this tag, there is an attribute called there's an attribute called name. So you need to take this name and take this first name here, copy here, and go to this page. Here right side, click here, Control F, Control V. So whenever you put the name value, the name attribute value, if you put here, it should match to this name here. And here if you see, it should point one of one. what is the meaning of this one of one? One of one is whatever the locator you took, it should point to one. For example, you want to send some letter to your friend. The address will be unique, right? It will there will unique address or unique door number, right? Similarly, the object should be unique. If you get two of one, three of one, you cannot do. Here, if you see, it should be one of one. So you take this one. Okay. Now go here, driver dot find element by but by dot name. As we are pointing that object by using the locator name, something you want to enter here, semicolon. So here, what is the meaning of this? Driver is a WebDriver object. Find element is a method under the WebDriver, and by is a class. Again, name is a method. Inside that, you need to put the locator what you found. This value. This value you need to put. And the attribute name is name, right? So this name and this name should match. Now, by using this find element, you can find the element, and you by using the send keys. Send keys is used to enter the data. Now I'll clear this and save this one. Right click and run the program. It should open the browser, Chrome browser. It should maximize and it should enter the URL. It has entered the URL. Now if you see here, it entered the value Imtiaz here. So like this, you can enter the value by using the send keys. And send keys used to enter the data. To enter the data, you should know the location. This is the location. Similarly, I'll go here again. I want to enter the in the last name. Right click, inspect. Again, right click here, inspect. So you get the input tag. Right click, copy element and paste it here. Now if you see, again there is a attribute called name. So you take this name, last name, and go here, click here at the right side, Control F, Control V, enter. Again, if you see here, it is pointing one of one. This one, this area. It should match one of one. So it is matching. Now again, I'll copy the same statement, instruction, paste it here, and I have to put the address. This name is the address. Put the address here, and you want to put last name something. Now right click, it will open the Chrome browser and it maximize it. It will enter the first name and last name. Like this, any text box, whenever you want to enter some data, you should know first the address. Then by using send key, you can enter the data. This is how you can do. Similarly, I'll go to the phone number, right click, inspect. So here also name is there. I don't want to go that. I want to take something different. Right click here, inspect. Now copy this, copy element. I want to enter the email ID. So if you see here this tag, if you see this one, the tag name is input and attributes are name, ID, size, max length. So here by using name you can do, by using ID also you can do. If you see, I just told you can identify by using name as well as by using ID. ID also you can do. Now we have ID. Either you can go with name or you can with user ID. I'll just take copy the ID value. I'll come here, click here, Control F, Control V. You see it is pointing 1 of 1. You see here it is pointing 1 of 1. Now again I'll copy this instruction. So this username, copy, paste the address here. So what is that? Is the email ID, right? It's the email ID only. Email. Control Shift, Control. So email. So user ID, I want to put something here. At the rate gmail.com. So here I just took the ID instead of name. It should be ID here because we are identifying the object by using ID. If you see here, I just took the ID here. So you have to by.id. You need to give by.id. Now again I'll run the program. Right click here and run the program. It will open the Chrome browser. Maximize it. It will enter the first name and email ID. Like this, you can get the address by name or ID. These are the two things I just explained. Okay. There are different ways. CSS selector ID, CSS selector class name ID, XPath, tag name, inner text, partial in text, link test. So these two things are covered, name and ID. In the next video, I'm going to cover CSS selector, ID and class, which are very important. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.